Hey, welcome to the director's cut.
There you go. Okay, I guess we're starting. So we've been doing this now for about a month or so for our patrons and channel members. We decided to make this one public so you can kind of get an idea of what being a member or a channel member or a patron gets you. And we kind of do these director's cuts commentaries on the video. Yeah,
we kind of go over like maybe some behind the scenes explanations about like something that happened in the video, right. Kind of give you our kind of, I guess not opinion, but you know, just kind of the lowdown, maybe something funny that happened, something cool that we experienced that you guys get to watch and we get to explain. So
then if you think that kind of if you think this kind of content is worth, watch this video. If you think it's worth like basically the price of a cup of coffee to become a channel member or a patron, to get access to this for every vlog video. You know,
plus we offer more besides just this. So
you get like our patrons get access to our live tracker and discounts on merch and stuff like that. So and then,
also we do some personalized videos.
Plus we invited a patron to join us next month. They're going to sail with us for a week. So
this month.
Oh, it's 23 already.
I know.
Okay. All right. So with that, we will watch the video with you. And so here we go. And let me just do a...
All right.
Oh, that's loud.
In this video, the winds pick up pretty strong.
All right. So I have been experimenting with that 360 camera for a while. The bad thing about the 360 camera is that its resolution kind of sucks. Yeah, it's because we're filming everything else in 4K, and the resolution on a 360 camera is not that great.
But,
but this was a fun one. Margaritas there. There we go.
Oh God, me looking like the cleaning lady.
Yeah. So the girls, having 3 girls with long hair on the boat, y'all tend to shed.
I honestly don't shed that much. It was Willa's hair.
Willa has really thick long hair, so yeah. There's your crab from the night before that we ate.
That crab. That crab was a pain in the... Let me... Hold on. Yeah. Pausing it. Let me tell you something. That crab... Have you ever eaten crab legs before? You know they're pretty hard. But like, once you steam them, they get pretty soft. Those were...
Yeah. We had to use pliers to crack them open. So
yeah, it was bad.
If you haven't watched the previous video, watch that one. You can kind of get caught.
It was not fun at all.
There we go. So we had to use pliers to get them open. So, and then of course there's shell everywhere as well on the, not just hair. But yeah, I don't know. That's why I don't like eat crab, because that just seems like a lot of work for not that much.
No, it's so good. What do you mean?
One thing, like, I don't know what to do, because, so these little introductions when I'm talking, like, what we're going to do during the day, I feel like it's kind of boring for new viewers, but it's kind of something I need to do to set the tone for the video, just to tell you what we're going to be doing.
Well, sometimes someone might skip a video and watch something, so it's good to be kind of updated.
I think it's necessary. I just wish I could make it more
entertaining. A lot of doing the
entertaining.
anchor alone.
Yeah, it was our first time doing it alone, so that's always, you always got to make sure you have that, you know, hatch tied open, because that thing could fall and cut your toe off, basically.
Yep.
So
there were so many things on that boat that could cut your toe off.
Oh, well, yeah, it's a boat, right?
It was cold.
See, y'all had a problem bringing it up last time. Even if it's coming up backwards, I think it just...
I know, but do you know, you don't even realize you're back there. It slams so hard.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like it's going to break.
I'll stop about half a second before it gets there.
It was, yeah.
So in the anchorage, the winds were pretty light, and we had to motor out. I mean, so the winds were like 7 to 9 knots or something, 10 knots. But when you're sailing downwind, especially, that's the thing, is like, if you're in 9 knots of wind, you're only gonna be doing like 3.5, 4 knots downwind. And so we had 9 knots, yeah. So, like, somebody made a comment the other day, like, why didn't you start off Reef 1? You know, I'm like, well, dude, it was 9 knots of wind. Anyway, so we had to motor out, get out of the wind shadow of the islands, and then the wind just started picking up anyway.
Is this the sail that we went where the...
We had to reef.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I got tired.
So, I mean, depending on what kind of sails plan you have, I mean, it's hard to do, you know, if you don't have a spinnaker or something like that, it's hard to do half the wind sailing downwind. So if you got 10 knots of breeze, sailing downwind, the fastest you're going to go is 5 knots. But, yeah, that's you checking the... Man, I've been sneezing a lot today. I sound a little stuffy now, too.
Oh, great. Great.
Hopefully I'm not getting sick, I don't know.
I really hope you're not.
Something's going around, though. I don't know.
You.
Well, we're down in Mexico right now, and they reinstituted a new mask thing here. But, so I think we hadn't. Yeah, we were just putting the sails up there, right? We hadn't reefed yet.
No.
Yeah.
We're just putting the sails up.
Yeah.
Which was, honestly, I was really happy this trip. Actually, I know you weren't a huge fan of this boat, but
it's okay.
I liked it because usually when we charter or go on a boat it's a relatively new boat, everything will kind of be like automatic, so push everything, whereas this boat you kind of had
nothing was automatic.
Nothing was automatic, so I've learned how to sail with him, but I feel like this trip I really got to learn how to do everything, and I learned so much more about it, which I was happy about. So.
Yeah. So yeah, the 360 camera there, you get some cool shots, but you can see the
yeah, it's like a little fuzzy.
The resolution's not very good.
Yeah.
I mean, it actually records in 5.7K, right? But that's 360 degrees, 5.7.
Yeah, and you're not going to use all of that.
Yeah. So you're not going to be, when you get it down to 1080p, one thing is just, what?
Talking about how when you turn on and off the autopilot, that was one annoying thing. That's
the flux compass.
It would move the degree of where the boat was, so we'd be sailing, and then all of a sudden we're like turning.
Yeah, if you turn on the water maker, turn it off. Yeah.
A lot, usually very port or very starboard, one or the other.
Yeah. That's just bad installation. I think I mentioned in the video. The flux compass should be at least 3 feet from any other electrical component, so that the electrical field doesn't interfere with it. But obviously, the flux compass was very close to the water maker, because every time I turned the water maker on or off, it would adjust this thing. So, but
look at all your Sailing Doodles merch.
Yeah. I re-edited a lot of this. So Bryce has been, our videographer on this trip and doing some editing, but like this, he's not a sailor. So, I basically had to delete this whole section and re-edit it, because he just didn't really get what was going on.
Is this when shit was going sideways?
Well, the wind jumped up to 25 knots.
Oh yeah. Well, so he's downstairs, I think you were editing, because it was pretty calm. And I'm sitting up there reading, and then all of a sudden I'm like, we're going really fast. Almost and I look, and we're going 25 knots.
Well, no, the wind is 25 knots. We're not going 25 knots.
No, the wind was, but I'm saying the wind was 25 knots, but I'm saying we were going, 10?
9, yeah.
10?
Well, yeah, which is...
So, and we had a reef.
Yeah, we had to reef. So I tried reefing just the head sail first. So I pulled it in, but then it wasn't enough. So we had to pull in the head sail all the way, turn the boat into the wind, and then lower the sail, pull in on the reefing line, and then re-raise the sail, and then turn back the other way, and then put the head sail back out. But
yeah, that was fun. Yeah. See, that was cool though. We haven't been able to do this.
I know, but it's just the armchair sailor stuff. So somebody made a comment. They're like, "Why didn't you just leave the anchorage with reef 1 in already? That would have been a lot smarter." I'm like, it was 9 knots of wind
when we left. It was
There's no wind.
Barely blowing any wind. So this happened out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So
and he was like, "Rookie sailor, you should have known. Put one." I'm like, "No, dude." That's the thing. Is I get it. There's a lot of armchair sailors out there, but even if you do, okay, you weren't there. You don't know the actual conditions. You're just seeing what you can kind of infer on the videos, And so it's just kind of I don't know. So that's what I get for reading the comments. It's anyway.
You know what I did?
What?
I stopped reading the comments.
Oh, good for you.
Sorry.
I do. So please comment. I do appreciate it.
No, comment, but I don't read the comments because there's some mean things people say and it hurts my feelings. So I just, for my own mental state, I just don't read the comments. But everyone's usually very nice. So.
Well, I always read the comments for the first half day after. So if you post a comment on the first day it's posted, I will generally read the comments at that point, and I reply to as many as I can.
Yeah, you reply.
But after the first day, I stop looking at the comments on those videos, just because it seems to me all the people that watch in the first 6, 8, 10, 12 hours are generally fans of the show, right? And then after a couple days, you just get the jerk.
Bots.
Not the bots. There are some of that. But oh, by the way, if anybody ever approaches you, on the comments, says, "Hey, contact Sailing Doodles on Telegram," that's not us. We've actually had people scammed. Mm-hmm. They use our logo as their icon in the chat, and they say, "Hey,"
trying to take money from you, basically.
So,
being, "Oh, what is it? You won something or whatever."
No. The one guy that emailed me, he's like, "Hey, I think I got scammed. Was this you?" I was like, "No, man, it's not me." The Telegram person was asking, could I could you help? I'm short on money. Will you help me pay my permit fees or something?
I'll be short on money, guys.
But so here, the winds were, the seas were building up there, and we were having to tow the dinghy.
And
it doesn't
then-
look like it, but they were like
Oh my
6 foot
God.
seas or more.
The camera never does
Yeah.
it justice, ever.
Well, and so there's no davits on this boat. It's a charter boat, and okay, a lot of people have all said in
I
the
know,
comments,
I
they're like,
read the...
yeah, but they're like, why didn't you
did.
put your painter line out
I know.
longer? And I'm like, because it's a charter boat. I didn't make the painter line.
The painter line was very
Yeah,
short,
yeah.
and you know what? It was almost like we had the choice of either making it short enough where it was easier to tow, or making it long enough where that's the farthest we can.
So yeah.
That-
So we didn't actually ever get it on film, but there was a couple times when it surfed down a wave into the back of the boat. It hit the boat. But that's as far out as I can live it. Yes, I know that really it should be on the back side of that wave right there. And that's the
I
better
just
way to
kept
do it.
jolting it and jolting
Yeah.
it, and then maybe you'll see in the next video, I think, or the video after that, what happens to the dinghy.
What happened?
Come on, you remember what happened to the dinghy?
What?
He doesn't even know.
What are you talking about? What happened to the dinghy?
Yeah, what happened? Do you remember what happened to the dinghy
No.
in the next couple of videos? Our last day with the boat.
I don't know what you're talking about. What happened to the dinghy? Give me a hint. I don't know. But anyway, you can see, it's hard to tell from the waves there, but you can see how we're pitching up and down in them. The waves were, the camera just never does it. They were probably on average 4 to 6 feet, occasionally a little bit
Yeah,
bigger.
the camera makes it look super
Yeah.
flat, but honestly, it was pretty rough out there. I think that was probably one of the roughest days we had.
Yeah.
And we were down
Well,
one sail.
now we're in the
And
lee of the
now-
island,
so
so
now
it's
it's calm.
it's calm.
Ooh,
But what? You look good. I think
Yeah.
next video is the
I was like breaking out, like for some reason. I don't know what was going on. I think it was like sea lice or something on my face.
no.
Yes.
So that is, I believe, Isla Partida on the first, like right there, and then just a bit south. We anchored in between Isla Partida and Espiritu Santo.
Actually, I think I remember this. I was starting to get really nauseous.
Not
That's why I
there,
was-
were you?
No, because I was just sitting there, but I remember it was before we got in the lee of the island. It was like after, I don't know, a couple hours of that, I was like, I need
Yeah.
to take a break. I'm tired and I don't feel good.
Yeah, so that little bay there is super shallow. Like,
Super shallow, it was very windy there,
Mm-hmm.
as you can tell. I mean, it was just blowing.
but I mean, it was nice and protected.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was still blowing 25 knots. I mean, but we were just in the protection area there. That's one thing also that sucked on this boat is it only had 30 meters of chain.
I had like 40, and then after 40, it was all rope.
Yeah,
So, you know.
road is what they called.
Road?
Road.
Oh, sorry. Why?
Well, somebody will correct you in the comments
I
if
know.
you say road.
Road!
Road.
There's a road after 40 meters.
Yeah, but really on your boat, I mean, I would say you
Look
need.
how shallow.
Yeah,
See,
it's real
right?
shallow there. On your boat, I would recommend at least 300 feet of chain if you ever go sailing. Just that allows you to drop anchor in like 50 to 60 feet of
how beautiful it is.
depth, and so it's just a lot better if you can do that. Whereas this one, with only 40 meters of chain, yeah, we could put rode out, but I don't trust it. So 40 meters of chain, we can only drop in like, that's 120 feet, so we can only drop in like 30 feet is about the deepest we could drop anchor in.
Yeah.
No, maybe 25 feet.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, look at that.
yep. It was a cool spot. There's 2 other boats there with us. Sometimes that place apparently gets really busy because it is such a pretty spot.
I mean, the water is gorgeous. It was so unfortunate that our time there was a little chilly.
Yeah.
So it was, like we did go swimming. You'll see in the video. We all went swimming or like throughout the series, but
I think October is about, so we did this in mid-September. I think October is probably the best month to be down there as far as weather. I mean, just because it's warm.
after September,
No, October. October, because September is going to be hot as balls.
when did we do this?
This is mid-November.
Oh,
Yeah. So we had the boat from the 9th through the 19th.
yeah.
So,
It was a little chilly.
yeah.
It was just windy. When
Yeah.
you don't have wind, it's just,
Yeah, it was like 75 degrees during the day, but if it was blowing 20 knots, it felt like in
Yeah.
the 60s, right? So, and then the water temperature was okay. Like in October, probably been just a little bit warmer. So,
Bryce. I already know Bryce falls in.
I guess we didn't really put it much in the video, but like, yeah, he fell. Yeah, I don't know. He knew he was gonna fall in. I mean, I'm just glad he didn't drop the GoPro.
No, he's camera secure. Trust me. He'll never let it drop.
But like, yeah, I don't think we really showed it on the video too much, but like the girls basically could not paddle. So Bryce ended up tying a rope to hit I think he started towing them
I don't
to
know
shore.
why they didn't bring 2 paddles each. Like one
There
paddle.
weren't. There was only 2 paddles total.
Really? Mm-hmm. It was cold.
Yeah.
I was wearing a long sleeve. I was cold.
Yeah, it was kind of thing is like, I mean, I guess it wasn't that bad, but they're in bathing suits. It's not too bad.
Yeah, but then go in. Once you go in, it's a little
Well, yeah,
chilly.
once you get wet, yeah, it's cold. So
And see, it was a little overcast as well.
a little bit. The sun came out when we got there. I missed one shot here with the drone. I thought it was cool.
Oh.
There was a stingray, yeah.
I know, there was a ton.
So, like, they get on land and they start running through the water, and, like, I was following them on the drone. It was a really cool shot, and then I looked down and I wasn't recording. I'm like, damn it. So, yeah, it was a really shallow bay all the way up.
Yeah, if you can see, you'll see them, the baby stingray. See where all those spots?
Yeah, it's stingrays.
Those are all where stingrays just sit in.
Yeah.
As you can tell, there's nobody here.
And I think the tides were 2 to 3 feet generally. So, like, the water would normally come up because it's a really shallow, flat bay. So the water would come up almost to where you can see the greenery, right? Mm-hmm. And then at high tide and then low tide. It's probably mid tide right there.
Yeah. And then, we were making margaritas while they were.
Yeah. It's the first time we made any. Because, like, Willa didn't really. None of those guys really drank much at all, really. They're not drinkers.
No.
So, like, they left, like, yeah, let's make some margaritas. We had a margarita with lunch, too, on the beach, by the way, today. It was nice.
Who?
We had a margarita. You had a...
Oh, my God.
She had a Shirley Temple.
I've been craving one lately. I don't know why. I was...
Yeah,
really...
leave your comment down below on why she's drinking a Shirley Temple.
Why?
But all the comments, like, why when they see, why isn't she drinking?
Oh, my God. It's so annoying. If only you guys knew.
Yeah. There's a goalie in place.
There's a goalie in place.
Yeah. You can kind of see, well, we're using the camera now, but like...
Oh, he was walking the dinghy to the beach.
Yeah.
And there was a stingray right next to him. He didn't realize, and you scared him.
At least he didn't sting me.
He's not going to sting you.
He might, if I stepped on him.
Yeah, but you shuffle your feet. That's why you shuffle your feet.
That's what I was doing. Here, I was like, you were chasing crabs.
I know.
So...
I was trying to get him to...
Yeah, but see how, like, this is such a well-protected area. Plus, like...
I look like Barry Granola.
Yeah. But that bay actually opens up on both sides, so, like, it does get a good amount of water flow, so that's why the water is nice and clear.
See?
But, there we go. Wasn't much to do on shore.
No. But it's pretty. You can't really even walk. It's like a short beach.
Yeah.
So... I wish there was more
deck space.
Deck space, thank you.
Well, on the catamaran in October, that's when hopefully we're getting it. I'm planning to do I actually already did a video for patrons on the boat situation. So if you are a patron or channel member, you can get access to that. But I will be doing another one in a couple weeks. So there's only 2 more videos in this series. And then we'll kind of be caught up to real time. And so that's when I'll put the video... that's it. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. So, yeah. But sorry.
Oh my God, so aggressive.
Yeah. But so thank you, patrons and channel members, for doing this, for helping us make this possible.
Yes.
And if you'd like to get content like this for every video, the join button right next to subscribe, you can just click that and become a channel member, or go to patreon.com/sailingdoodles and become a patron there. That's the better way, because YouTube takes more of a percentage, but whatever's easiest for you, honestly. It's like the price of a cup of coffee, really.
Yeah.
So.
All right, you can adjust it to whatever price.
Yeah. I mean, there's multiple levels, multiple tiers. So whatever you'd like to do.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, so much for watching.
Yep. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.